moving through your moment. Hey, 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 hey. We all, brothers and sisters, sisters and brothers, we all need to go everywhere with a live band, don't you think? Let's thank the band. Aren't they doing a great job today? You know, if you're going to change the world, you got to have some music to go with it, don't you think? I have a message for you today, and the first thing I want to say to you, the fundamental idea, something we should say every day: God bless the nurses. I have to tell you how much I appreciate you, how much I appreciate the work you do, how much I appreciate your selflessness, how much I appreciate your support. Let me first say a great, deep appreciation to the leadership of NYSNA. Let's thank Jill Perillo, let's thank Ann Beauvais. First of all, I just have to say personally, when I won the endorsement of NYSNA, it was a turning point for this campaign. It was a turning point because for me personally, this was an endorsement I wanted so badly because I had stood shoulder to shoulder with you to save Interfaith, to save Long Island College Hospital. Endorsement I wanted so badly because I've seen the strength and the power and the fight that you have every single day. And I said, that's what I need on my team. But it was also an endorsement that mattered so much because you know what? People respect you. Everyday New Yorkers, don't worry about the mainstream media. Everyday New Yorkers deeply respect and appreciate what you do for all of us. And so you're the seal of approval. You are the good housekeeping seal. I know you are asked to do incredibly difficult things on a daily basis. I know that it's often with a lack of resources, a lack of cooperation, and yet you fight through it because you care about the people you serve. And this is true whether you work in a voluntary hospital, whether you work in a public hospital, it's equally true. Now, for those who work for HHC, you have gone through what all public workers have gone through in the United States of America in recent years. You've worked harder and harder with fewer and fewer resources, and somehow people are trying to portray you as the problem. Well, I want to say something that public officials don't say often enough. I want to say thank you for what you do for us. I want to say you are not part of the problem, you are the solution. I am committed to that outlandish notion that you deserve a fair contract. I am committed to doing everything we can as a city to work with the duly elected President of the United States, Barack Obama, who duly passed a piece of legislation called the Affordable Care Act, confirmed by the United States Supreme Court. And it is time for leaders in this country to get behind our president and make the Affordable Care Act a reality. And that will help HHC, that will help the people of New York City when every New Yorker who should be insured is insured. And that is the work we have to do together. And for those of you who work in voluntary hospitals, you know, I have seen what you do every day for us, and you've had to worry in so many cases, would your hospital be there the next day? In the richest city in this country, we've had to wonder, would our hospitals be there? That's not acceptable. And that's why I went to court to keep Interfaith open, to keep Long Island Hospital open. And again, I have this penchant for these wild, crazy ideas. I issued a plan. I hope this isn't going to be too much for you. I issued a plan that said the city government and the state government actually need to have a plan to keep hospitals open. You can't look the other way while people are losing health care, while communities are losing health care. You can't look the other way and call it government. So, I'll conclude by saying, I will be so honored if the people choose me on November 5th. I will be so honored. So honored to work with you every day in common cause. I will be so honored to remember that you, the people who make NYSNA strong, you are one of the reasons why my election would be possible. And I'll remind you each and every day, people do listen to you. For the next 3 weeks, make your voices strong. Your friends, your neighbors, your family, your co-workers, tell them they have to come out and vote for change in this city. If you love our nurses, vote for change. And finally, I'll say this. You know, I hope everyone remembers. With deep appreciation. Not just the everyday heroism, and that's something I praise and I value what you do every single day, but let's remember those moments during Sandy. You know, I've said, I have immense respect for our first responders and what they did. I have immense respect for our sanitation workers that don't get their share of the credit. But I'll tell you who deserved a really big thank you note and didn't get it, our nurses. And the stories of what happened at Bellevue. You know, you could not ask under the most difficult conditions, life and death moments, and the nurses responded. Now, the U.S. Marines couldn't have done a better job, let me tell you.
That's right!
So to everyone who looked in the face of adversity and brought their patients through to safety, I can only say from the bottom of my heart, God bless you, thank you, and it's my honor to stand with you. Thank you, everyone.
I see a line of red. It's NYSNA in the house. Yes. We all know why we're here. For good jobs, for dignity, for a decent contract. Presbyterian CEOs and people in power are making money on the backs of the workers in that institution. We need to make sure that we're going to make a noise out here in this city for the politicians and the people that don't want to give us the respect that we need What is the answer to that question? Hello? Is Najma in the house? The brothers and sisters of 1199 want to let you know that we're not going down without a fight, and we're not going down without you. The money makers want to think about the bottom line. And what we want to tell them is what they're going to have to look out for is the picket line. We know where we have to be. We know what we have